Assalamu alaikum. Please mute your lines. Prepare your hearts and minds for prayer. Attention. Prayer.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Hayya ala salat. Hayya ala salat. Hayya ala falah. Hayya ala falah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. قل أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Ameen, Ameen, Ameen. All praises are truly due to Allah. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I thank Allah for His coming and intervention in our affairs, in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praises are due forever. I thank Him for the eternal leader of the nation of Islam, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. I thank the both of them for the Jesus in our midst, our divine reminder, our divine warner, and a divine mercy yet among us, the final call, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I greet you in the greeting words of peace and paradise in our original language of Arabic of Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the Holy Qur'an 30 and 30 Qur'ānic Read and Podcast. All praises are truly due to Allah. We began the call this morning, 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard, with the music mix lecture titled Power at Last. All praises are due to Allah, delivered by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Today we will be reading from Installment number 14, Part 27. Part 27 begins with Surah 51, Ayat 31, and goes all the way through to Surah 57, Ayat 29. Once again, we will be reading Part 27 on today. All praises are truly due to Allah. Our brother Daniel will begin our read on today.
Part 27, Surah 51, Ayat 31 through 46. He said, "What is your errand, O messengers?" They said, "We have been sent to a guilty people, that we may sin upon them stones of clay, marked from our Lord for the prodigal. Then we brought forth such believers they were, and we found there but a single house of Muslims, and we left therein a sign for those who feared the painful chastisement. And then Moses went. We sent him to Pharaoh with clear authority, but he turned away on account of his might and said, 'An enchanter or a madman.' So we seized him and his host and hurled him into the sea, and he was blameable. And add, when we sent upon them destructive wind, it spared not that it came against, but it made it like ashes and into mud. When it was said to them, 'Enjoy yourselves for a while,' but they revolted against the commandment of the Lord, so the punishment overtook them while they saw. So they were unable to rise up, nor could they defend themselves. And the people of Noah before, surely they were a transgressing people."
Part 27, Surah 51, The Scatterers, Al-Dariyata, Section 3, Judgment is Sure, Ayat 47 through 60. And the heaven, we raised it high with power, and we are makers of the vast extent. And the earth, we have spread it out. How well we prepared it! And of everything we have created pairs that you may be mindful. So flee to Allah, surely I am a plain warner to you from Him. And do not set up with Allah another God. Surely I am a plain warner to you from Him. Thus there came not a messenger to those before them, but they said, 'An enchanter or a madman.' Have they charged each other with this? Nay, they are an inordinate people. So turn away from them, for thou art not to blame. And remind for reminding prophets the believers. And I have not created the jinn and the men except that they should serve me. I desire no sustenance from them, nor do I desire that they should feed me. Surely Allah is the bestower of sustenance, the Lord of power, the strong. Surely the lot of the wrongdoers is as was the lot of their companions. So let them not ask me to hasten on. Woe then to those who disbelieve because of that day of theirs which they are promised.
Part 27, Surah 52, Al-Tur, the Mountain, Section 1, Success of the Faithful. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, by the mountain and a book written on unfolded vellum, and the frequented house in the elevated canopy, and the swollen sea. The chastisement of our Lord will surely come to pass. There is none to avert it. On the day when the heaven will be in a state of commotion, and the mountains will pass away fleeing. Woe on that day to the deniers, who amuse themselves by vain talk, the day when they are driven to hell fire with violence. This is the fire which you gave the lie to. Is it magic, or do you not see? Burn in it, then bear it, patiently, or bear it not. It is the same to you. Your are required only for what you did. The dutiful will be surely in gardens and bliss, rejoicing because of what their Lord has given them, and their Lord saved them from the chastisement of the burning fire. Eat and drink with pleasure for what you did, reclining on thrones set in lines, and we shall join them to pure, beautiful ones. And those who believe and whose offspring follow them in faith, we unite with them their offspring, and we shall deprive them of naught of their work. Every man is pledged for what he does. And we shall aid them with fruit and flesh as they desire. They pass therein from one to another a cup wherein is neither vanity nor sin. And round them go boys of theirs as if they were hidden pearls. And they will advance to each other questioning, saying, Surely we feared before on account of our families, but Allah has been gracious to us, and He has saved us from the chastisement of the hot wind. Surely we called upon Him before. Surely He is the benign, the merciful.
Part 27, Surah 52, Al-Turah, the mountains. Section 2, the opponents are doomed. So remind, for, by the grace of thy Lord, thou art no soothsayer nor madman. For say they, report, we wait for him the evil accident of time. Say, wait, I too wait along with you. For do their understanding with them this, or are they an inordinate people? Or say they, he has forged them. Nay, they have no faith. Then let them bring a saying like it, if they are truthful. For were they created without a creative agency? Or are they the creators? Or did they create the heavens and the earth? Nay, they are sure of nothing. Or have they treasures of thy Lord with them? Or have they absolute authority? Or have they the means by which they listen? Then let their listener bring a clear authority. Or has he daughters, and you have sons? Or askest thou a reward for them, so that they are overburdened by a debt? Or possess they the unseen, so they write it down? Or do they intend a plot? But those who disbelieve will be ensnared ones in the plot. Or have they a God other than Allah? Glory be to Allah for what they set up with Him. And if they were to see a portion of the heaven coming down, they would say, out of clouds? Leave them then till they meet that day of theirs wherein they are smitten punishment. The day when their struggle will avail them naught, nor will they be helped. And surely for those who do wrong, there is a chastisement besides that, for most of them know not. And wait patiently for the judgment of thy Lord. But surely thou art before our eyes, and celebrate the praise of thy Lord when thou risest. And in the night give him glory too, and at the setting of the stars.
Part 27, Surah 53, Al-Najm, the Star, Section 7, Eminence to be attained by the Prophet, Ayats 1 through 25. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, by the star when it sets, your companion errs not, nor does he deviate, nor does he speak out of desire. It is not but revelation that is revealed. One mighty in power has taught him, the Lord of strength, so he attained to perfection. And he is in the highest part of the horizon. Then he drew nearer yet. So he was the measure of 2 bows, or closer still. So he revealed to his servant what he revealed. The heart was not untrue in seeing what he saw. Do you then dispute with him as to what he saw? And certainly he saw him in another descent, at the farthest lote tree. Near it is the garden of abode. When that which covered the lote tree, the eye turned not aside, nor did it exceed the limit. Certainly he saw of the greatest sign of his Lord. Have you then considered Lat, or Uzza, and another, the third, Manat? Are the males for you, and for him the females? This indeed is an unjust division. They are not but names which you have named, you and your fathers. Allah has sent no authority for them. They follow but conjecture and what their souls desire, and certainly the guidance has come to them from their Lord, or shall man have what he wishes? But for Allah is the hereafter and the former life.
Part 27, Surah 53, the star, Section 2, nothing avails against truth. Ayat 26 to 32, Section 2, and how many angels are in the heavens, whose intercession avails not except after Allah gives permission to whom He pleases and chooses. Surely those who believe not in the hereafter name the angels with female. They have no knowledge. They probably so shun him who turns his back upon our reminder. Nothing but this world's life. This is their goal of knowledge. Our Lord knows goes around. Whatever is in the heavens and whatever is in the earth, that He may reward those who do evil for that He should, and reward those who do good with goodness. The great sins and the indecencies, but the passing idea, surely thy Lord is liberal. He knows best when He brings you forth from the earth and when you are embryos in the wombs of your mothers. So ascribe not purity to yourselves. He knows Him best who guards against evil.
Part 27, Surah 53, the Star, Section 3, Allah's power manifested in destruction of falsehood, Ayats 33 through 62. Seest thou him who turns back and gives a little, then withholds? Has he the knowledge of the unseen so that he can see? Or has he not been informed of what is in the scriptures of Moses and of Abraham, who fulfilled commandments, that no bearer of burden bears another's burden, and that man can have nothing but what he strives for, and that his striving will soon be seen? Then he will be rewarded for it with the fullest reward, and that to thy Lord is the goal, and that He it is who makes men laugh and makes them weep, and that He it is who causes death and gives life, and that He creates pairs, the male and the female, from the small life germ when it is adapted, and that He has ordained the second bringing forth, and that He it is who gives wealth and contentment, and that He it is, and that He is the Lord of Sirius, and that He destroyed the first Ad and Thamud, so He spared not, and the people of Noah before, surely they were most iniquitous and inordinate, and the overthrown cities He hurled down, so there covered them that which covered, which then of thy Lord's benefits wilt thou dispute. This is a warner of the warners of old. The near event draws nigh. There is none besides Allah to remove it. Wonder you then at this announcement? And do you laugh and not weep while you sport? So bow down in prostration before Allah and serve Him. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Surah 54,
Al-Qamar, the moon, part 27, section 1, judgment to overtake opponent, ayat 1 through 22. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, the hour drew nigh, and the moon was rent asunder. And if they see a sign, they turn away and say, strong enchantment. And they deny and follow their low desires, and every affair is settled. And certainly narratives have come to them which should deter. Consummate wisdom, but warnings avail not. So turn away from them on the day when the inviter invites them to a hard task. Their eyes cast down, they will go forth from their graves as if they were scattered locusts. Hastening to the inviter, the disbelievers will say, this is a hard day. Before them, the people of Noah rejected. They rejected our servant and called him mad, and he was driven away. So he called upon his Lord, I am overcome, so do thy help. Then we opened the gates of heaven with water pouring down, and made water to flow forth in the land in springs. So the water gathered together according to a measure already ordained. And we bore him on that which was made of planks and nails, floating on before our eyes, a reward for him who was denied. And certainly we left it as a sign, but is there any that will mind? How terrible was then my chastisement and my warning. And certainly we have made the Qur'an easy to remember, but is there anyone who will mind? I denied. So how terrible was my chastisement and my warning? Surely we sent on them a furious wind in a day of bitter ill luck, tearing men away as if they were the trunks of palm trees torn up. How terrible was then my chastisement, my warning. And certainly we have made the Quran easy to remember, but is there anyone who will mind?
Part 27, Al-Qamar, the moon. Section 2, Thamud and Lot's people, ayats 23 through 40. Thamud rejected the warning, so they said, what? A single mortal from among us? Shall we follow him? We shall then be in sure error and distress. Has the remainder been sent to him from among us? Nay, he is an insolent liar. Tomorrow they will know who is the liar, the insolent one. Surely we are going to send the she-camel as a trial for them. So watch them and have patience, and inform them that the water is shared between them. Every share of the water shall be attended. But they called their companion, so he took a sword and hamstrung her. How terrible was then my chastisement and my warning. Surely we sent upon them a single cry, so they were like the dry fragments of trees, which the maker of an enclosure collects. And certainly we have made the Quran easy to remember, but is there anyone who will mind? And the people of Lot treated the warning as a lie. Surely we sent upon them a stone storm. Except Lot's followers, we saved them a little before daybreak. A favor from us, thus do we reward him who gives thanks. And certainly he warned them of our violent seizure, but they disputed the warning. And certainly they endeavored to turn him from his guest, but we blinded their eyes. So taste my chastisement and my warning. And certainly a lasting chastisement overtook them in the morning. So taste my chastisement and my warning. And certainly we have made the Quran easy to remember, but is there anyone who will mind?
Part 27, Surah 54, The Moon, Al-Qamar, Section 3, Pharaoh and the Prophet's Opponent, Ayats 41 through 55. And certainly the warning came to Pharaoh's people. They rejected all signs, so we overtook them with the seizing of the mighty, the powerful. Are your believers better than these? Or have you an immunity in the scriptures? Or say they, we have a host allied together to help each other? Soon shall the host be routed, and they will show their back. Nay, the hour is their promised time, and the hour is most grievous and bitter. Surely the guilty are in error and distress. On the day when they are dragged into the fire upon their faces, taste the touch of hell. Surely we have created everything according to a measure. And our command is but one, as a twinkling of an eye. And certainly we destroyed your fellows, but is there anyone who will mind? And everything they do is in the writing, and everything small and great is written down. Surely the dutiful will be among gardens and rivers, in the seat of truth, with a most powerful king.
Part 27, Surah 55, Al-Rahman, 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 the Beneficent. Section 1, Divine Beneficent, Ayat 1 through 25. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. The Beneficent taught the Qur'an. He created man, taught him expressions. The sun and the moon follow in reckoning, and the herbs and the trees adore him. In the heaven he raised it high, and he set up the measure, that you may not exceed the measure, and keep up the balance with equity, nor fall short in the measure and the earth. He has set it for his creatures. Therein is fruit in palms and cutting shedded clusters, and the grain with its husk and fragments, which then are the bounties of your Lord would you deny. And he created man from day clay like earthen vessels, and he created the gem of a flame of fire. And then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny. Lord of the two east, the Lord of the two west, which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? He has made the two seas to flow freely, they meet. Between them is a barrier which they cannot pass. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? There come forth from them both pearls, large and small. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? And here are the ships reared aloft in the sea like mountains. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny?
Part 27, Surah 55, Ar-Rahim, the Beneficent, Section 2, Judgment of the Guilty, Ayat 26 to 45. Everyone on it passes away, and there endures forever the person of thy Lord, the Lord of glory and honor. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? And those in the heavens and the earth ask him every moment. He is in a state of glory. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? Soon shall we apply ourselves to you, O you two armies. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? O assembly of jinn and men, if you are able to pass through the regions of the heavens and the earth, then pass through. You cannot pass through but with authority. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? The flames of the fire and sparks of brass will be sent upon you. Then you will not be able to defend yourselves. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? So when the heaven is rent asunder, so it becomes red, like red hide. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? So on that day neither man nor Jenny will be asked about his sin. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? The guilty will be known by their marks, so they shall be seized by the forelocks and the feet. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? This is the hell which the guilty deny. Round about shall they go between it and hot boiling water. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny?
Part 27, Surah 55, Al-Rahman, the Beneficent. Section 3, Reward of the Righteous. Ayat 46 through 78. And for him who fears to stand before his Lord are two gardens. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? Full of varieties. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? Therein are two fountains flowing. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? Therein are pears of every fruit. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? Reclining on beds, whose inner coverings are of silk brocade, and the fruits of the two gardens are within reach. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? Therein are those restraining their glances, whom nor man nor jinn has touched before them. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? As though they were rubies and pearls. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? Is the reward of goodness aught but goodness? Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? Besides those are two other gardens. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? Inclining to blackness. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? Therein are two springs gusting forth. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? Therein are fruits and palms and pomegranates. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? Therein are goodly, beautiful ones. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? Pure ones confined to pavilion. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? Before them man has not touched them, nor jinn. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? Reclining on green couches, cushions, and beautiful carpets. Which then of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? Blessed be the name thy Lord, the Lord of glory and honor.
Surah 56, Al-Waqa, the Event, Part 27, Section 1, Three Classes of Men, Ayat 1 through 40. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, when the event comes to pass, there is no belying its coming to pass, abasing some, exalting others. When the earth is shaken with a severe shaking, and the mountains are crumbled to pieces, so they are scattered dust, and you are three sorts. So those on the right hand, how happy are those on the right hand? And those on the left, how wretched are those on the left? And the foremost are the foremost. These are drawn nigh to Allah in gardens of bliss, a multitude from among the first, and a few from among those of latter times, on thrones and rout, reclining on them, facing each other. Round about them will go youth, never altering in age, with goblets and ewes and a cup of pure drink. They are not affected with heartache thereby, nor are they intoxicated, and fruits that choose and flesh of fowl that they desire, and pure, beautiful ones, like no hidden pearls, a reward for what they did. They hear therein no vain or sinful talk, but only the same, peace, peace. And those on the right hand, how happy are those on the right hand, amid thornless lote trees and clustered banana trees, and extensive shade and water gushing, and an abundant fruit, neither intercepted nor forbidden, and exalted couches. Surely we have created them a new creation. So we have made them virgins, loving, equals in age. For those on the right hand, a multitude from among the first, and a multitude from among those of latter times.
Part 27, Surah 56, Al-Waqiah. The event. Section 2, the guilty. Ayats 41 through 74. And those on the left hand, how wretched are those on the left hand, in hot wind and boiling water, and shadow of black smoke, neither cool nor refreshing. Surely they lived before that in ease, and they persisted in the great violation. And they used to say, when we die and become dust and bones, shall we then indeed be raised? Or our fathers of yore, say the ancients and those of later times, will surely be gathered together for the appointed hour of a known day. Then shall you, O you who err and deny, eat of the tree, subhanallah, eat of the tree of Zakum, and fill your bellies with it. Then drink after it of boiling water, and drink as drinks the thirsty camel. This is their entertainment on the day of requital. We have created you. Why do you not then accept? See you that which you emit. Is it you that created it, or are we the creators? We have ordained death among you, and we are not to be overcome, that we may change your state and make you grow into what you know not. And certainly you know the first growth. Why do you not then mind? See you what you sow. Is it you that cause it to grow, or are we the causes of growth? If we pleased, we would make it chafe. Then would you lament, surely we are burdened with debt. Nay, we are deprived. See you the water which you drink. Do you bring it down from the clouds, or are we the bringer? If we please, we could make it saltish. Why give you not thanks? See you the fire which you kindle. Is it you that produce the trees for it, or are we the producer? We have made it a reminder and an advantage for the wayfarers of the desert. So glorify the name of thy Lord, the incomparably great. Part 27, Surah 56, Al-Waqiah, the event. Section 3, judgment is inevitable. Ayat 75 through 96. But nay, I swear by revelation of portions of the Qur'an, and it is a great oath indeed if you knew. Surely it is a bounteous Qur'an, in a book that is protected, which none toucheth save the purified ones, a revelation from the Lord of the worlds. Is it this announcement that you disdain, and make your denial your means of subsistence? Why is it not then that when it comes up to the throat, and you at that time look on, and we are nearer to it than you, but you see not. Why then, if you are not held under authority, do you not send it back if you are truthful? Then if he is one of those drawn nigh to Allah, then happiness and bounty and a garden of bliss. And if he is one of those on the right hand, then peace to thee from those on the right hand. And if he is one of the rejectors, the erring ones, he has an entertainment of boiling water and burning in hell. Surely this is a certain truth. So glorify the name of thy Lord, the incomparably great.
Part 27, Chapter 57, Hadid, Iron. Section 1, Establishment of the Kingdom of God. Ayat 1 to 10. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, whatever is in the heavens and the earth declares the glory of Allah, and He is the mighty, the wise. His is the kingdom of the heavens and the earth. He gives life and causes death, and He is possessor of power over all things. He is the first and the last and the manifest and the hidden, and He is knower of all things. He it is who created the heavens and the earth in 6 periods, and He is established on the throne of power. He knows that which goes down into the earth, and that which comes forth out of it, and that which comes down from heaven, and that which goes up to it. And He is with you wherever you are. And Allah is seer of what you do. His is the kingdom of the heavens and the earth, and to Allah are all affairs returned. He caused the night to pass into the day, and caused the day to pass into the night, and He is knower of what is in the hearts. Believe in Allah and His messenger, and spend of that whereof He has made you heirs. So those of you who believe and spend, for them is a great reward. And what reason have you that you believe not in Allah, and the messenger invites you to believe in your Lord, and He has indeed accepted your covenant, if you are believers. He it is who sends down clear messages to His servants, that He may bring you forth from darkness and into light. And surely Allah is kind, merciful to you. And what reason have you that you spend not in Allah's way? And Allah is the inheritance of the heavens and the earth. Those of you who spend before the victory and fought are not on a level with others. They are greater in rank than those who spend and fought afterwards. And Allah has promised good to all. And Allah is aware of what you do.
Part 27, Surah 57, Al-Hadid, Iron. Section 2, Light and Life, given by the Prophet. Ayats 11 through 19. Who is he that will offer to Allah a good gift, so He will double it for him, and he will have a generous reward? On that day thou wilt see the faithful men and the faithful women, their light gleaming before them, and on their right hand. Good news for you this day. Gardens wherein rivers flow to abide therein, that is the grand achievement. On the day when the hypocrites, men and women, will say to those who believe, wait for us, that we may borrow from your light. It will be said, turn back and seek a light. Then a wall with a door in it will be raised between them. Within it shall be mercy, and outside of it chastisement. They will cry out to them, were we not with you? They will say, Yea, but you caused yourselves to fall into temptation, and you waited and doubted, and vain desires deceived you till the threatened punishment of Allah came, and the arch-deceiver deceived you about Allah. So this day no ransom will be accepted from you, nor those who disbelieved. Your abode is the fire. It is your patron, and evil is the resort. Has not the time yet come for the believers that their hearts should be humble for the remembrance of Allah, and the truth that is revealed, and that they should not be like those who were given the book before. But time was prolonged for them, so their hearts hardened, and most of them are transgressors. Know that Allah gives life to the earth after its death. Indeed, we have made the signs clear for you that you may understand. The men who give in charity and the women who give in charity and set apart for Allah a goodly portion, it will be doubled for them, and theirs is a generous reward. And those who believe in Allah and His messengers, they are the truthful and the faithful ones with their Lord. They have their reward and their light. And those who disbelieve and reject our messages, they are the inmates of hell.
Part 27, Surah 57, Al-Hadid, Iron, Section 3, Truth Shall Be Established, Ayat 20 through 25. Know that this world's life is only sport and play and gaiety and boasting among yourselves and a vying in the multiplication of wealth and children. It is as rain, whose causing the vegetation to grow pleases the husbandman, when it withers away, so that thou seest it turning yellow, then it becomes chaff. And in the hereafter is a severe chastisement, and also forgiveness from Allah and His pleasure. And this world's life is not but a source of vanity. Vie one with another for forgiveness from your Lord, and a garden, the extensiveness of which is as the extensiveness of the heavens and the earth. It is prepared for those who believe in Allah and His message. That is the grace of Allah. He gives it to whom He pleases, and Allah is the Lord of the mighty grace. No disaster befalls in the earth or in yourselves, but it is in a book before we bring it into existence. Surely that is easy to Allah, so that you grieve not for what has escaped you, nor exult in that which He has given you. And Allah loves not an arrogant boaster. Such are the niggardly, and enjoin niggardliness of men. And whoever turns back, then surely Allah is the self-sufficient, the praise. Certainly we sent our messengers with clear arguments, and sent down with them the book and the measure, that men may conduct themselves with equity. And we sent down iron, wherein is great violence and advantages to men, and that Allah may know who helps Him and His messengers, unseen. Surely Allah is strong, mighty.
Part 27, Iron, Al-Hadid, Section 4, Ayah 26 through 29. And certainly we sent Noah and Abraham, and we gave prophethood and the book to their offspring. So among them is he who goes aright, but most of them are transgressors. Then we made our messengers to follow in their footsteps. And we made Jesus, son of Mary, to follow, and we gave him the gospel. And we put compassion and mercy in the hearts of those who followed him. And as for mockery, they innovated it. We did not prescribe it to them, only to seek Allah's pleasure. But they did not observe it with its due observance. So we gave those of them who believed their reward, but most of them are transgressors. O you who believe, keep your duty to Allah and believe in his messenger. He will give you 2 portions of his mercy and give you a light in with which you should walk and forgive you. And Allah is forgiving, merciful. That the people of the book may know that they control not of the grace of Allah, and that grace is in Allah's hand, and he gives it to whom he pleases, and Allah is the Lord of the mighty, the grace. Surely Allah's word speaks the truth. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allah's word speaks the truth.
All praise is due to Allah. We are ever so grateful for the reading of part 27. We are so grateful for each and every reader. All praise is truly due to Allah. We will go back to Surah 54, the moon, and we will read Ayat 43. As your disbelievers are your disbelievers better than you, or have you an immunity in the scripture? The reader stated believers, which changed the context of the read, so we reread it as it is written in the Holy Qur'an. Are your disbelievers better than these, or have you an immunity in the scriptures? All praise is due to Allah. We are grateful. We know it was an unintentional error. All praise is due to Allah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Surely Allah's word speaks the truth. All praises are truly due to Allah. We will close out in prayer, after which we will have brief announcements. Attention, prayer. Our Lord, punish us not if we forget or make a mistake. Our Lord, do not lay on us a burden as thou didst lay on those before us. Our Lord, impose not on us afflictions which we have not the strength to bear, and pardon us and grant us protection. Have mercy on us. Thou art our patron. So grant us victory over the disbelievers. O Allah, you are the most forgiving, and you love forgiveness. So forgive us. Surah 113, Al-Falaq, the dawn. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of the dawn, from the evil of that which he has created, and from the evil of those who cast evil suggestions and firm resolutions, and from the evil of the envier when he envies. Surah 114, Al-Nas, the men. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of men, the King of men, the God of men, from the evil of the whispering of the slinking devil who whispers into the hearts of men from among the jinn and the men. Allah, there is no God but He, the ever-living, the self-subsisting, by whom all subsist. Slumber overtakes him not, nor sleep. To him belongs whatever is in the heavens and whatever is in the earth. Who is he that can intercede with him but by his permission? He knows what is before them and what is behind them, and they encompass nothing of his knowledge except what he pleases. His knowledge extends over the heavens and the earth, and the preservation of them both tires him not, and he is the Most High, the Great. Nothing deserves to be worshipped except Allah. He is one and has no associate. His is the kingdom, and for him is praise. And he has power over all things. O Allah, there is none who can withhold what thou grantest, and there is none who can give what thou withholdest. And greatness does not benefit any possessor of greatness as against thee. O Allah, we beseech your help and ask your mercy, for we believe in you and we trust in you for all that we need. We are helpers in your cause with your apostle. Please grant us success. I mean. All praises are truly due to Allah for the complete reading of part 28. Thank you so much to each and every reader. You read beautifully. Thank you so much to each and every one who joined on to listen. Thank you so much to our Cover Down sisters for all that you do. We are ever so grateful for your hard work and sacrifice. We're grateful for the hard work and sacrifice for each and every one. I just would like to go back and say that any time that there is a correction that is made, it is not to offend anyone. It's just that we are striving to read Allah's word as best as we can without any any mistakes. So we do know that we are human, and sometimes we may make a mistake, and this is why we do make the prayer also at the end, that Allah would, forgive us if there's any mistake that may have been made. And, if there happens to be one that is made and we see it or notice it, and it changes the context of the reading, we make corrections. So we are ever so grateful for your patience, your consideration, and just know, again, it's not anything to single anyone out or make them feel uncomfortable. It's just striving to, read the word of Allah as it was given. All praises is truly due to Allah. Once again, thank you so much for being part of this divinely guided journey through the Holy Qur'an. This is our 14th installment. That is 14 months that Allah has blessed us to read His revealed word. We are ever so grateful for His mercy and His kindness. We are ever so grateful for all that He is bestowing upon us. Truly, truly grateful. We are ever so grateful. We would like to also make mention that each morning our sister Malika Muhammad has a sisters only Fajr prayer up in the morning with the rising sun. Join us for Fajr prayer at every dawn for Salat, women only. This is a Zoom call. The coordinates for the Zoom are in the chat. If you don't have them, access to the chat, you can contact myself. I am Sister Regina 7X 718-715-8344. 718-715-8344. It is a sisters only Fajr prayer. You may join the call in at 4:45 a.m. for admittance, because our sister Malika starts promptly at 5 a.m. There are, of course, Fajr prayers, 2 rakats, after which there's remembrance of Allah and a short prayer and encouragement, and then it's closed off. So all praises due to Allah for such a beautiful, beautiful prayer each and every morning that our sister Malika gives. And what a beautiful call to prayer. Oh my, her Adhan is absolutely beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. So we are truly grateful for her efforts and may Allah continue to bless her. So do please join on. Sisters only. Assalamu alaikum. Beautiful, beautiful prayer. We would also like to remind you that on today is Thursday. Please look in the chat for the coordinates for prayer and fasting, the foundation to success. Each and every Thursday and Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, and 5:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Join prayer and fasting, the foundation to success. This is a platform that was given to our brother Abdul Malik, the top fisherman of the nation. This platform was given to him, and he is bringing so many to the two of the pillars of Islam, prayer and fasting. Yes, the foundation to success. And many of us are experiencing the beauty of prayer and fasting, drawing closer to Allah, seeing blessings in our lives, our family lives. We are so grateful. We're grateful to our brother Abdul Malik for his steadfastness, his encouragement, his example. With prayer and fasting, we are doing things in the community, locally, nationally, as well as international. We are so grateful. Please do look in the chat for the coordinates. If you don't have the coordinates, you can reach out to me again, Sister Regina 7X 718-715-8344. Prayer and Fasting, the Foundation to Success, is also on Facebook and many other social media outlets. And you can also hear and see the prayer and fasting presentations. I do encourage you to please do join on today, this evening, for such a beautiful, 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 inspiring presentation for prayer and fasting on today. Once again, we are so very grateful for you being part of the Holy Qur'an 30 and 30. If there is anyone who feels that they have a gift that they may be able to offer as in service unto Allah behind the scenes with the Holy Qur'an 30 and 30, or as a reader, we would encourage you to please reach out to myself or the cover downs or anyone who participates in the Holy Qur'an 30 and 30, and let us know that you would like to participate and be a reader or help out behind the scenes with the Holy Qur'an 30 and 30. We are welcome to new readers and to those who may have gifts that they would like to offer in service. Many hands make light work. So we are grateful, truly, truly grateful. Once again, I am Sister Regina 7X, and you can reach out to me, 718-715-8344, or you may reach out to anyone else that you know of who is a reader on the line, or to our Cover Down sisters, and most definitely to our brother Saladin 7X, who is our master recruiter. We have our playback number for the Holy Qur'an 30 and 30, which is 605-313-4102. The access code is 756-3030. You may dial in that number, and you can listen to the most current reading. For those who have access to a free conference call and have downloaded the podcast for the Holy Qur'an 30 and 30, you can not only listen to as well as view today's presentation, but you will be able to view the ones prior as well as you desire. So once again, thank you so much for being part of this divinely guided journey through the Holy Qur'an. We are so grateful for each and every reader, listener, our Cover Down sisters, for all that you do. Thank you so very much. Inshallah, tomorrow morning we will be right back here, 5:30 a.m. with another music mix or a lecture, followed at 6 a.m. by the reading of the Holy Qur'an, Part 28. Part 28 begins with Surah 58, Ayat 1, and goes all the way through to Surah 66, Ayat 12. Once again, come right back here, 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard, for another music mix or a lecture followed at 6 a.m. by the reading of the Holy Qur'an, Part 28. For those who desire to remain on the call, we will continue with the music mix lecture delivered by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, titled Power at Last Forever. The monumental message, Power at Last Forever. We are ever so grateful for your participation. If you are able to remain on the line, please do enjoy. You may unmute yourselves and greet one another. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Salam, everybody. Have a beautiful, blessed day.
May Allah bless us all with the light of understanding.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum, family. Beautiful read. Appreciate you. You all are in my prayers. Love you. Assalamu alaikum.
Love you.
Thank you, Mr. Ali.